In a world filled with noise and chaos, sometimes all we need is a moment of serenity, a chance to connect and share from the depths of our heart. Welcome, dear viewers, to a place of genuine emotion and heartfelt stories. Today, we embark on a journey together, a journey that celebrates the beauty of the human spirit and the connection we create with our animals in these reef tanks. With that being said, let me introduce you guys to Reef and Ray and Reef and Rob's 300-gallon reef tank. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for inviting me over, Reef and Ray and Reef and Rob. So when did you guys start this reefing hobby?
So we started in 2020 is when we started getting really obsessed. We were going to different fish stores around the area and also doing a lot of research. And we researched for about a year before we bit the bullet and went ahead and got our first reef tank. But we started with a 20-gallon water box and we started in 2021.
2021, hey, y'all basically veterans now. So did you have any freshwater tanks before starting reefing?
I never had any freshwater, but Rob did. He grew up having a couple, and then he also has a 55-gallon at his work.
Okay. So what was that process like starting a reef tank for the first time? Was it easy? Was it hard? Or was it like in between?
You know, when you first start a reef tank, things can seem really hard just because you want your tank to look beautiful. You want everything to be big and beautiful with all the color, and it doesn't work like that. You've got to start slow, and for a lot of people, that's a challenge.
Let's talk about this 300-gallon right here. We got, I see plenty of tanks, I see clownfish, I see a promise. What all fish you have in this tank?
So we've got 6 or 7 tangs. I can't remember off the top of my head here. Yellow, powder blue, purple, gem, sailfin, and a white-tailed bristletooth. I think we have another one. I'm probably missing him. We also have 3 clownfish. We have a white clownfish. I'm not exactly sure what its specialty name is, but we've got an orange clownfish. It's more of a blood orange color though, and then we also have a maroon. So we've got kind of a weird combination. Oh, yeah. None of them are paired.
Do they fight each other?
They don't seem to fight each other. With this size tank, I think it's okay. The blood orange one, he is definitely he is the most aggressive, I would say. The maroon hides, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah, they all get along pretty well in here. We also have a leopard wrasse. That's probably Reef and Rob's favorite fish. It's just a showstopper with its pattern and color. It's really pretty. We also have a lyre-tail anthias. Absolutely love that fish. We named him Jalubi, and if you're not familiar with that, that is off of the movie Monsters, Inc.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. You believe my X-Men.
No. But anyways, and then we've got a Royal Grandma. We love him. His name's R3 because he's number 3 of the Royal Grandmas that we've had. We also have a Flame Angel. This fish is a showstopper. I absolutely love him. We thought he was eating coral and we were about to get rid of him, and he's not. He is a model citizen. We have all kinds of coral in here. GSP, torches, zoas, everything, and he doesn't touch any of that. However, I did used to have a Melanaris wrasse, and he didn't make it, but he was eating coral, so it was meant to be. Yeah. We got a blue chromis. He is an OG fish. We started out with 7 of those, and I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they fight to the death. So we had so many of those, and he's the last one, so we call him OG.
OG. I like that name.
He's been through 4 rounds of quarantine too.
For real?
Yeah, that's why he's OG, because he's...
Yeah, and we're talking copper, Perazzi, the whole 9.
Yeah, he's a tank, really. The first thing I noticed the most is your beautiful torches. Tell me about all the different type of torches you have here.
So as the tank is now, we have 22.
Woo.
Yeah, so if you think about that, that's
That's torch heaven.
Right. So I know there's other reefers that have more than that, but you know, they're definitely an investment, but they're one of my personal favorite corals. Rob also likes them, but they're definitely my favorite. And we've got some really pretty ones in here. We've got cotton candy, we've got Malaysian gold, we've got Indo gold, we have a 24 karat. We've got Hellfire. Oh, Dragon Soul. That's the one yeah. I mean, there's so many in here. It's hard to keep up with. And then we've got that one in the middle right there. That's a Aussie green tip. You know, those are pretty common, but super beautiful torch. Okay, so we've talked about the torches. I wanted to hit on the hammers real quick. We've got several in our tank as well. 7 to 10 at the moment. I wasn't always a huge hammer fan though. We really struggled when we had our 20-gallon water box. We could just never get them to grow very well. But Robert really liked them, and so we started to get a few more. So we've got a wall hammer, we've got a branching splatter hammer, we've got a pink regular hammer, we've got an orange, we have several. So they're growing on me now. I'll always be a torch girl, but I really do like Euphilia, love frog spawn as well. We only have one of those, but definitely one of my favorite corals.
Then I also noticed all the colorful zoes you have. You have zoes up here, zoes down below. Yeah, you just like the Zoe queen, you know?
Yes, you know, I'm one of those, I'm the self-proclaimed Zoa queen, especially in our area. But yes, I love Zoas. We have so many in here. As you can see, we've got some frag racks going on in here. But I have tons of designer Zoas, all kinds of colors and species. We've got the Zoa, the small ones, the medium ones, and then we also have the Palithoas that are bigger.
Now these guys right here, are these the Chucky Bride or?
Yes, so
those are real nice.
Those are one of our first Zoas we ever got. They're really fast growers. I used to sell those like hotcakes. A lot of people like them, especially in the blue light. They're super neon pink and green.
And then I'm starting to see that you got a lot more rock flowers. Is that something you're trying to get more into, or you always?
Oh man, we started in the rock flower game.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, in our 20-gallon water box that we had, I had like 12 in there, if you can imagine that. But yeah, that tank actually crashed, and all of these rock flowers survived.
Survived the crash?
Yeah, they survived the crash. It was one of those situations where we went on vacation and the feeder messed up and nuked us.
Man.
So, but you know, all those survived, all the Zoas survived. So, I mean, we did pretty good with that. But yeah, I love rock flowers. I think they're one of the best anemones you can have in your tank. They don't move very often. They can, and ours definitely have, but they're not like a bubble tip or a carpet that's just going to aggressively move over things. They will sting Zoas, but you can kind of predict where they're going to be, and you can place your corals around them.
Okay. So tell me about the sump you got down here.
Okay, so I've got the Ice Cap 36XL sump that's got the refugium in the back. I've got a big Red Sea skimmer. This is a Red Sea RK 900, I believe is what it is. I'm running UV, just a cheap Jabo UV. We're running carbon, and then you can see all the bottles down there. That's the Reef Moonshiners. So we're not doing water changes, and we haven't since February. So we're basically doing monthly correction doses with daily dosing, and all these bottles you see, that's our daily. So over here we've got our calc stir, running calc there, and you can see our ATO over here. Over here we've got our Fido punch that we're growing here, and I used to run about 4 to 5 gallons, and lately I've just been running 2. It keeps up with my needs, and it gives me a little bit extra here and there, but yeah, as you can see in here, it's doing good. I probably will need to harvest that tonight or tomorrow, but yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the equipment real quick. What kind of lights you got on top of the tank?
All right, so we've got 4 Viper Spectra boxes, and then we have 2 Orphic Blue Bar Pluses, and then we've got a Radeon XR15 in the middle by Ecotech.
Okay, and the flow, what type of flow you got?
So we got a lot of flow going on in here. We've got the Max Spec Gyras in here, and then we also have 2 Seachays, and then we have another little nano wave maker in there as well. Is that a Jabo, Rob?
No, that's
small
also
CJ.
CJ, another small CJ.
We're
So
wanting to add 2 more of the ice cap gyros, the 200s maybe,
Okay.
to add a little bit more flow that we can adjust.
gotta have the flow for those torches.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. Well, I thank you guys for inviting me over to check out your tanks, and I just want to say keep reefing and keep doing what y'all do, you know, and any last words?
Absolutely. We're so glad that you came over and got to come see our tanks and do a little showcase on what we've got going on here. Be sure to check out Reef and Ray and Reef and Rob on Instagram. That's Reefin_Ray and Reefin_Rob. Also check out our frag page, Frag Nasty Corals.
Oh yeah, frag nasty, baby.
When the money come, I get bored, I'm thumbing some. Blues and pinks, I'm running up. In my lane, no one-on-one. Fake love, I'm allergic to. Real love, yeah, I need me some.